market researcher for the insurance sector. Now today we're going to be discussing income protection insurance with Stuart Boseley, co-founder of Best Insurance, who are one of the UK's leading specialists in income protection insurance sector. Now, Stuart, first of all, thank you so much for coming to join us today. Now, I'd like you to talk to us, really, about critical illness cover. Surely this falls under protection insurance banner, does it not?
Yes, it does. So I'd just like to say that Best Insurance, we don't provide critical illness or life cover. We purely sell accident, sickness and unemployment.
Okay, so I can see that, but there seems to be some confusion between the policies. Am I correct in thinking that?
Yes, there can be some confusion. Critical illness or life is based upon a lump sum payment. Okay, and it's a lump sum payment on the eventuality of a critical illness or death. Accident, sickness and unemployment is purely a monthly premium that is based around an amount that's similar to a salary that's paid to the individual if they lost their job or had an accident or was sick. The difference between the two, and what a lot of customers get confused on, is that they think that critical illness does cover them if they broke their leg or they was off work through sickness for longer than 30 days. That's not what critical illness covers.
So on a more serious note, what do insurers classify as critical illness, and what happens in the worst case scenario if you were to die?
The insurer looks at that. It is based upon a critical illness. Okay, so the insurance premium, the lump sum amount, is paid out if you're diagnosed with a critical illness, which could be anything from cancer to stroke to multiple sclerosis. It's also based on your ability to perform your day-to-day work tasks. So if you lost your eyesight or your hearing or loss of limb, that would render you unable to perform your day-to-day tasks, and therefore you could have critical illness policy would come into force. If you were to die, the policies are based on critical illness or death. So if you were to die, there'd be a lump sum payment that is made to your family or your trustee, and that would give you the lump sum that would clear any debts and anything from there on.
So critical illness and death policies, they're very different from accident, sickness and unemployment cover. Could you actually clarify to us, Stuart, why?
Yes, as said, critical illness and death policies are based on a lump sum amount that's paid to you if you have a critical illness or you die. With accident, sickness and unemployment protection or payment protection, income protection, it's really covering the individual's monthly outgoings. So there's a very different policy. Most people now are worried about redundancy or losing their job. So this accident, sickness and unemployment cover can maintain their monthly outgoings, which means they don't lose paying their commitments like their rent, their mortgage or any of their monthly outgoings. So there's a very big difference between the two. For instance, if you've got a critical illness policy and you lost your job, how would you pay that premium? How would you pay your mortgage? How would you pay your council tax? So it's essential that people look into this and are prepared.
So do you think the demand then for accident, sickness and unemployment products has increased?
Yes, certainly. Over the last year or so, the demand has increased. In a buoyant economy, people are not so worried about losing their job, and they're worried about lump sum payments to cover all their mortgage and their outgoings. But in the current climate, people are certainly more worried about redundancy. They're worried about losing their job. So we see a lot more searching and a lot more research is done on redundancy insurance. And so it's a very good policy for people. It gives them a comfort blanket. So if they did lose their job, they've got some income coming through, which is in stressful periods of their time. It also allows people to have a bit more time when they're looking for another job. They haven't got to rush into the first job that's provided for them because they need that income. If they've got some income protection, they've got a payment coming in monthly, it gives them some time to choose the right job, and it also means that they don't fall into debt and get behind on all their monthly outgoings.
Brilliant, Stuart, thank you so much. That really clears things up for us. If people want to find out more, how can they contact you?
Okay, so they can go to the website, which is www.bestinsurance.co.uk. Contact us by email on info@bestinsurance.co.uk or usual telephone, which is 0845 680 8218.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Stuart. So this is Yasmin Khan for Team TV.